And my other question was about John 3, verse 13, where Jesus says,
John 3, verse 13, where no one has ascended to heaven, but he who descended from heaven, the Son of Man who is in heaven, right?
Yeah, in 2 Kings.
There's no contradiction there, because in Elijah, when he went to heaven, did he come back down with the mysteries of the kingdom?
Nope.
So why are you misquoting John 3:13 and erroneously connecting with 2 Kings? 2 Kings, Elijah's taken up in a chariot in the sky, and he disappears because he's taken into the nether realm. Is that what Jesus is talking about? He's talking about those going up to heaven to bring down the mysteries, revelation of heaven.
Yeah.
Did Elijah come back down and tell you what heaven's all like?
He stayed in heaven.
Did he not come down and tell you what heaven is all like?
Nope.
So who's the only one who came down at that point in history to tell you what heaven is like, because he was there in heaven, he knows what it's like?
The Lord Jesus Christ.
So where's the problem?
Wow.
In fact, if you read verses, if you read verses 10 and 13, that's exactly the context. Read from 10 to 13. John 3, 10 to 13. What is he talking about?
John 3, verse 13.
John 3, 10 to 13. You start at 13, but read 10 to 13 to see what his point is when you read 10, 11, and 12.
Okay, John 3.
John 3, 10 to 13.
Okay, I'm there now. It says, Jesus answered and said to him, "Are you the teacher of Israel and do not know these things? Most assuredly, I say to you, we speak what we know."
Now notice the plural. Pay attention. Jesus speaking in the plural. What verse are you reading? 11, right?
Yeah, I'm at 11.
We speak. Notice the plural. Keep going.
What we know and testify what we have seen.
We speak of what we know personally and what we have seen. But then what does he say?
And you do not receive our witness.
Okay, now who's the we? Who's he saying? We are speaking from what we know by personal experience and what we've seen firsthand.
Wow, I didn't even notice that.
Okay, who is he speaking about?
He's speaking about the Father and Spirit.
Thank you. He's saying we, the Godhead, Father, Son, and I, we are speaking from what we know by personal experience and what we've seen firsthand, but you don't accept our testimony. Now read 12 and 13.
If I have told you earthly things and you do not believe.
So now let me explain what he's saying. I gave you earthly examples and you're having a hard time understanding. How much more will you be confused if I tell you of heavenly things?
Wow.
Read 12.
How will you believe if I tell you heavenly things?
Then he explains that he came down from heaven to reveal the heavenly mysteries that no human being has seen, but I have seen, I have experienced, and I bear witness to what's in heaven.
Continue on.
Yeah, well, that I should explain to you. Is that one? Then he then says in 13, no man has ascended. What's the context of that now?
The context is about that Jesus came down from heaven to explain the things that are going on.
Going on where?
In heaven.
Because no man has ever seen heaven except we, Father, Son, and me. We are telling you about things we personally experienced and have seen firsthand, and you are having a hard time comprehending. Because no one has gone to heaven to see what heaven's like. That's why I came down from heaven to tell you what it's like. Because the prophets would be given vision while they're on earth of heaven. Let's say they would have a vision where they see God on the throne, angels, but they never went there personally and came down there personally. So when Elijah went up, did he come down with the mysteries of heaven?
Nope.
Enoch, did he come down with the mysteries of heaven?
Nope.
So when the prophets are on earth, God would allow them in a vision, meaning they're seeing it with their mind's eyes. They're seeing heaven, but physically they're on earth planted. So they're not there. So if you were standing next to the person, you won't see what he's seeing because it's a vision, right?
Yeah.
But they never went into heaven itself and came down.
Correct.
So
That's
Jesus
correct.
is the one who personally was in heaven and personally came down. That's why now after Jesus Christ, he then allowed Paul and John to personally enter heaven and see it and come back down. But that's after Jesus Christ, right? Once he opened heaven.
Yeah, thank you.
So